It's about proving yourself, and that's all I need. I need the opportunity to get in there, and I know in my heart of hearts that if I just get 5 fights, and I'll win them, maybe lose them, but I get in there, I put on a show, and I push the guy to his limits, then why not? My name's Jack West. I'm 22 from Northampton, and I'm a K1 fighter for NACSU in BST. I was born with cerebral palsy, hemiplegia, which affects my right side. So basically, it restricts the movement and sort of the muscle growth in the right side of my body. So it affects my right leg and my right arm, and yeah, I've had it since birth, sort of thing. So it just makes I can't. It's not that I can't use it; it just restricts it to a bare minimum. Mum's room, my clothes rack. My sister's in there. Oh, yeah. Yes, that is my room. When I was a kid, I was really timid, really nervous, sort of really quiet. I never really thought I could play football. I didn't really think I could do much. I guess I didn't really understand my condition. You know, being 5, 6 years old, I'm not going to be able to understand why or what I have. I used to get really frustrated, man. Like I really did. I could never really understand why it was me. You know, I've got 2 brothers, 1 sister. I'm the middle child, and I'm the only one in my family with it. You know, no cousins, no brothers, no sisters have it. So it was really frustrating, and to be the only one with it, I ain't gonna lie, no, it was really hard. And you're easily scared as a kid as well, so you don't like different. Nobody liked different, especially back growing up, you know, I was born in '96, and I grew up in a rough area of Northampton as well, so it weren't the best. But I don't know, I sort of just kept my head down, and I got bullied a bit. I did get bullied a bit, but it didn't get me. I'd be lost without this, to be fair, honestly. You know, training's introduced me to people like John, introduced me to people like Tom, you know, great friends. It genuinely helps with the physical side of things as well, but, you know, mentally it does. You know, if I go a couple of weeks without training, I get really scatty and I get really angry, because it's not, I'm here to vent as well. I'm here to vent. And I think that's what brings it, the friends that you make in training are friends for life.
Jordan now. All right then, mate.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Later.
Yeah, see you later, mate. See you later. Good luck. You don't need luck, actually.
I knew him for his fighting, obviously, because that's what everyone kind of knew Jack for at school. Like, he was that guy. He was like, but yeah, I'd say properly been friends with him for about 2 years. Best friends, should I say? Yeah.
I'd say he's like one of my best mates. To be fair, he's a great lad.
He's just a decent lad. I'll get along with him.
With all the stuff he's gone through and he's done, like, he's really like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's just someone to look up to, I think.
If you love the sport, it'll come naturally. Everyone struggles. So sometimes I forget that, and I feel like I'm the only one struggling. And I still to this day get frustrated. I still to this day get demotivated. You know, I'm not the best. I'm not the perfect student. I'm not the perfect trainer. I'm not religiously here all the time. You know.
The training's not different, but you just have to adapt certain things so that Jack's able to do it. That's all.
It just makes the training more fun. Like, it makes you want to go to training, and he's just a laugh. Like, on fighting terms, he's a good fighter. He makes you push yourself still, even though he has cerebral palsy. You don't think he has it, because he can fight with the top guys in the gym.
He liven up the place every time he comes in. He's a really hard worker. He puts his head down and he gets on with things. But when it's time to have a joke, he knows how to have a joke.
We bounce off each other. Like, I'll push him, he'll push me. Like, especially coming out to fights, we'll go out for runs and we'll push. Like, if I'm slacking behind, he'll say, "Come on, Tom." he'll try and motivate me, whereas me, I'd do exactly the same for him.
Smoke me up, innit? Yeah, smoking me up.
He gets demotivated, and I think everybody does when they commit to something so bad. But it doesn't take much of a kick. I just have to go, look, mate, you've put so much time into it now. There's no point backing up. And straight away, he's like, yeah, no, you're right. After like a really hard day of training, he'd come back. We'd all just be sitting down. He'd be maybe a bit more agitated than normal, and I just know he's had a hard training session. Like sometimes, like you said, it's going to demotivate you, but you just have to give him the nudge, and he's straight back on it, training as hard as he ever did.
He does have some tantrums. I do understand though, he gets very frustrated, which I completely understand why.
I've never been this motivated for anything, and I'm attacking this with two hands. You know, I'm going heads in. You know, tunnel vision. This is it. So I'm happy.
Go on, Jack!
I'm more than happy to fight anyone. But I don't want to be known as a guy that fights other guys with conditions, because I'm better than that. I know, cocky, say what you will about it. I know I can stand with the guys who are able-bodied, and I put it in quotations because there's nothing stops me in this ring. You're your own limits. You set your own bars, and I genuinely think I can hang with people who are able-bodied. You know, I really do. I'm not to say that I would never turn down a fight, but I don't ever want to just fight people with conditions. I want to fight anyone.
Jack is completely able to fight an able-bodied person, but obviously if you're trying to match Jack and you're speaking to a promoter, you have to point out his cerebral palsy. Whether they tell the fighter or not, that's up to them. But it's really hard because all people see is Jack's disability and not his ability.
But all I'd say is look at his YouTube videos, yeah? Come and watch him train. He fights like a normal, well, you know, people 2 arms, and he's got 1 arm, so. But yeah, he'd fight most lads, I'd say. I'd put him in with most lads.
You're in this game, it's a fighting game. You're in it to get better and move on. And no matter what, you have to take challenges. And I think you should just take the challenge and see where it gets you.
Don't look at his disability, because you just got to look at his record. He's had 4, 5, 6 fights. He hasn't lost all of them. And you just got to look at his record. You just got to treat him as a normal fighter. So I'd say don't be scared to fight him, because his record speaks for itself, really.
Well, I wouldn't think it was because of disability. That's nothing I've ever put into Jack. When I think of Jack, I forget he's got it. Like, he's just a normal guy. I think it's more that they're scared to face him than anything else. It's not because of a disability at all, because that's a weak excuse.
We were all supposed to have fought in March, on the 24th of March. I was training really hard. I was running, training, and I was here every session up until about 2 weeks out. And I just knew I didn't have a fight. I just knew it. And it's so fucking heartbreaking. I was trying to think, but it's heartbreaking to me, because I physically can't, and mentally, I genuinely cannot understand how someone can deny me the right to prove myself because I have this condition. This is Jack, yeah, this is what he wants to do.
Oh, so, no, this food,
This is made, it goes like, hi Jack, I've worked on your plan the most, and I've put vegan, vegetarian and meat options just in case. So like he does it for, like, you know, client specific sort of thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
It says here as well, always remember this benefits you and no one else. because he's done it to he's done it my weight and everything like that. So yeah, so that's that. But I can't start it until I get paid. So yeah.
I can't believe that's it.
I know. My mum's always been supportive of everything that I've always done, but she's always, to this day, I'm always wrapped in her blanket. So when I first started like training, it made her kind of nervous, and she said, she always says, I wish I took up something like knitting or something like that, but it's not me. So I'm a fighter now, and you know, the more fights I had that I got, she'd come to them. And watch it through her hands, sort of thing. And now she watches it, she sort of understands it, and it's her thing. So yeah. I remember one time, I come home one day, and I just broke down in tears. Someone had probably called me spastic or something like along those lines, but demeaning words, sort of thing, towards my condition. And I put my hand in the door and I tried to fucking like, bash it off. And it was probably at that point as well that I realised that this is for life. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. I just hurt myself. I didn't change anything. There's no point getting frustrated and down about the things that I can't change. There's no point. So I'd say from that point it was a turning point, and I stopped looking at the things that I couldn't do and started saying, well, let's give it a try. I visualise my success. Like a lot of fighters do it, yeah. They train themselves mentally as well as physically in the ring. So, you know, I love the smell. It smells like crap in here, but it makes me feel so grounded. I know it's showtime. This is all I want to do. This is all I want to do. I have a job, yep, fair enough. I have a life at the minute, yep, fair enough. But I'm 21 and I know that I want to do it. I really do. I want to take it that far. Oh, my hand's tight as well. That happens. Especially when we're doing drills as well, like we were. When it's like a three-punch combo, that means it's always going to be a big left or a big right at the end. And when it's a big left, I can do it easy, but then like my left hand cramps up, and it was cramping up so much. But then in the mornings, say if I've slept funny or whatever, my hands get really tight, so I have to like stretch them out. But yeah, I'm used to it. As long as I don't get too tight, I'm happy. I know so many people who meet me now, say people who I've met that are new and everything like that, and it takes them a while to clock on that there is actually something wrong, or you know, that I have a condition. And I used to ask myself, I don't understand, because I can see it plain as day, but that's me. I don't draw any attention to it because I don't feel there is any need. It's just who I am. It's just who I don't need to draw attention to it. The moment I do, people then start to realise it's no longer a disability for me. It's not. That view on it is long gone, dead and buried. Yeah, it's a condition, and in some ways it's a gift. If I didn't have cerebral palsy, I really doubt I'd be doing this. I really doubt it. You know, I've got the strength in this hand. I've got the power. Fair enough, but this gives me the balls. This gives me the balls, and hands down, I genuinely believe people notice what you want them to see. Yeah, like a magician, you see what they want you to see. As soon as I start paying attention to my own condition, then other people do. Other people start going, oh, do you need help? Do you need this? And I don't. I think I've learned a lot as well. Like even if it doesn't go my way and I only have one fight, I'll just make that fight count. My name will be big. I will be. And I know with people like Tom, Lee, John, Jeff, mate, I've got the team, I've got the spirit, I've got the heart. I just need the opportunity. That's it.
The guy that we're hoping to get him matched up in Kettering, I think he knows Jack, and straight away he's matched him straight away.
today's been a good day. It has been a good day. So Claire has found a show in Kettering, so it's not too far away at all. And they've got me potentially a match. The only tough bit here is deciding what weight. So they've come up to me and said 69. So I'm about 82 at the minute. I won't make 69, and they want on the day weigh-in, which means so he wants so ideally if I can get 72, that's what I fight at normally, sort of thing. So I can get to 72 easy, and I am 82 kilos, Tom. All right, I'm 82 kilos. Yeah, so 10 kilo cut, easy. I should be able to do it. I'm going to start. I'm back on the running, back on everything. So tunnel vision, buzzing, height. Ha! Come on, mate.